Neagley learns about Teresa's hitman, while Reacher and Duffy gain more insight into her. Reacher and Duffy visit Teresa Daniels' elderly grandmother in Boston in Episode 7 of Reacher Season 3, L.A. Story. In an attempt to learn more about Teresa's past, they are greeted with tenderness and silent sadness as soon as they enter the elderly woman's humble home. By praising her granddaughter, she presents Teresa as a good-natured, wise, and independent woman. Reacher pays close attention, taking in every detail as he becomes more determined to find her. In the meanwhile, as the grandmother inquisitively inquires about Reacher and Duffy's relationship, the discussion takes a personal turn. Both stress that their relationship is solely professional and swiftly reject any romantic overtones. Perhaps doubtful, the old woman only smiles and says nothing else. She makes one sincere plea as their visit draws to a close. She urges them to keep looking for Teresa whatever the difficulties that may arise. In the meantime, Neagley searches Chicago's Costopolis in an effort to learn more about the hit on her. With a revolver in hand, she corners him in a remote alley and demands the truth. Costopolis, unable to flee, admits that Julius McCabe gave the order. But when Neagley addresses McCabe by his true name, Francis Xavier, his anxiety transforms into shock. Costopolis exposes a terrifying past, and she discovers she knows more than she thought. Quinn took over a family-owned export company in Chicago 5 years ago and built his fortune there. The family was ruthlessly destroyed after they resisted control and threatened to reveal him. After Quinn got a job, he moved to Maine and launched a new business under the name Bizarre Bazaar, which was Zachary Beck's rug firm. After Reacher traps Quinn's coworker, Beck recognizes he needs Reacher's assistance. In order to learn more, Reacher and Duffy eventually arrive in Los Angeles. As they investigate, the two discover that they must speak with Quinn, a man who works with McCabe, to learn more about Teresa. Because Teresa is sincere, Reacher prioritizes locating her and recognizes Duffy's predicament. In the end, they share a kiss. They encounter Darian, the person who handles McCabe, the following morning. When he tries to claim that they do not have the warrant to remove him, Reacher threatens to arrest him for shoving a DEA agent, which is a felony. When the three arrive at Darian's gallery, they look for additional details. If he doesn't mention that Darian had significant arthritis in both of his knees, Reacher threatens to notify the police that Darian intimidated a doctor with violence. However, when Beck arrives at the scene, Neagley is already there. Neagley informs Beck that Reacher sent her here in order to save him and his son, Richard. Reacher put his family in risk, so Beck says he has nothing to do with him. Guillermo, Neagley, Reacher, and Duffy meet to talk on their next course of action. Reacher thinks they need to take immediate action since this exchange could be the catalyst for a terrorist assault. Reacher apologizes to Neagley for enlisting her in this risky assignment during their conversation a little while later. Neagley responds that she became involved as soon as those individuals arrived for Reacher. Reacher, however, made it apparent how much Neagley means to him.